Hello and welcome to this special episode of Frankly Speaking. It is always going to be difficult to ask questions to a party that's fresh out of a victory, and what a victory it was in West Bengal, and then the shenanigans in Rajya Sabha over the last 1 week clearly does put every interviewer on the back foot. And tonight I have with me in our studios in Noida Mr. Derek O'Brien, TMC's parliamentary leader in Rajya Sabha, and it's always difficult to talk to the Trinamool Congress. And when you have a quiz master sitting next to you, all raring to go, and with quiz cards in front of him, which he's been reading, and I haven't had time to really go through any questions that my research team has done. This promises to be a lovely exchange. I don't know who's going to survive after this, but Mr. Derek O'Brien, thank you very much for joining me on Frankly Speaking.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me here, Ms. Kumar. And I'm coming to a studio maybe after 7, 8, 9 years, so it's very nostalgic to come to a studio. I live my life in a studio, but I'm happy to be here. And go ahead. Today you're the boss. You ask me the questions, I'll try and answer some of them.
Mr. Derek O'Brien, in Rajya Sabha, many would ask, do the rules differ from what they are in a studio? In studio, you're, at least appearing to be extremely gentle, extremely well-behaved. But what we saw in Rajya Sabha last week from your colleagues in the party didn't quite seem that way. And boorish hooliganism is what it has got called. When your colleague, Dr. Shantanu Sen, menacingly walked up to the IT minister, his maiden reply on the floor of the House on an issue raised by the opposition, which is the snooping charge that you put on the government through the Pegasus controversy that's occupying all the headlines. Mr. Derek O'Brien, you think there are no other options but tearing up the minister's statement, flinging those pieces of paper on the deputy chairperson of Rajya Sabha's face, and then even protesting against being suspended from Rajya Sabha?
Good. I'm glad you've started this. Your first question is on Parliament, because yes, the Trinamool Congress MP tore up the papers in Rajya Sabha, right? The BJP is tearing up the Constitution of India figuratively every day. Since you started with Parliament, let me stick with Parliament. You talked about boorish hooliganism. The cameras went off after that tearing, and there was a serious incident. But this is not the time to talk about the serious incident.
Why not?
I'll tell you why.
Because
I'll tell you why.
Because you've said a lot
I'll tell you why.
About a serious incident.
I will tell you why.
But no complaint till date about the serious incident.
I'll tell you why. I'm glad you asked the question. Because if the Trinamool Congress are eyewitnesses to that incident, the Trinamool Congress may be biased. So eyewitnesses from 8 or 9 different political parties will speak up, and they will present themselves next week. The bigger question about Parliament, I'm glad you started with Parliament. What is happening in Parliament? Bills are not being scrutinized. 60 to 70% of bills were scrutinized in UPA 1, UPA 2. Then it was 25%. Now Modi Sarkar, 11% of bills are scrutinized. Who is tearing up the rules of Parliament? Tell me, when was the last time the Prime Minister answered a question in Rajya Sabha? Tell me, on the discussion on the farm bills, these are serious issues, there's no rhetoric, there's no fight. On the farm bills, CPM, Congress, Trinamool, we asked for a vote on the farm bills. No vote was allowed. So Parliament itself is not taken seriously by Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah, because even something which people don't know is there was a parliamentary delegation across parties from the 1950s would go to the United Nations. Now that has also been stopped in the last 6, 7 years. 10 MPs would go every year to the United Nations with the great experience. It wasn't a holiday, because you'd go to the General Assembly, you'd go into the committee rooms, and you'd engage. I had a great opportunity in 2011, 2012 to go with BJP MPs. I went with this much senior than me. Advani ji went, Anant Kumar went. So Parliament is being rewritten. When Parliament is being rewritten like this, these things are bound to happen. You asked me a specific incident. That speech made in Lok Sabha by the IT minister. We don't believe the IT minister should be making a speech in the first place, and I'll tell you why in a bit when you ask me about
Pegasus.
Pegasus.
No. So you're saying
there was a
the
privilege.
Trinamool Congress will decide who makes the statement in Parliament. The Trinamool Congress will decide who goes where through which exchange, United Nations or the other things. You will decide when the Prime Minister should speak.
Yes.
You will decide when the Home Minister should speak. Very democratic,
It
Mr.
is.
O'Brien.
It is. Ms. Kumar, I'm going to give you a serious answer, so give me a minute to answer. When you've used espionage warfare against your own citizens, when you've used military spyware against your colleagues, your opponents, the media, the judiciary, and I dare say others, when you are setting up a surveillance state, this is an irrefutable crime. As parliamentarians, we want the Prime Minister and the Home Minister. This is not a video game. This is serious espionage, treason, military spyware. That's why we want the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country to answer.
So in all of those papers, where's the evidence that the government that is charged with espionage of military spyware, where is the evidence that that really happened?
We have a simple question. And when you say Trinamool Congress, this is not a Trinamool Congress only issue, okay? Let me draw your attention to an answer given by the government on the floor of Lok Sabha in 2018 or 19. They've given an answer. The minister's statement doesn't match the answer. Now, what is the evidence? Here's a very simple question. It's not the Trinamool Congress's question, it's an opposition question. Did this military spyware Pegasus, the software and the hardware, did the government of India use it? Yes, no. Answer बता दीजिए.
Government ने कह दिया है कि
क्या कह दिया है?
Government ने कह दिया है कि नहीं किया है. You saw the statement on day one.
The statements are conflicting. The statements are conflicting, and that is why, even before we come to Parliament, what Mamata Banerjee had suggested is let's have a good judicial inquiry. Why don't we want a joint parliamentary committee of Parliament? That's also a valid question, because in the joint parliamentary committee,
You don't have the majority.
No.
The BJP will be the majority,
They
and
will-
therefore you will not believe in that report. Will you believe in the Supreme Court's judicial investigation?
we want it. Yes, my leader on 21st of July made a very humble plea for an independent judicial inquiry. That's a start. But just think about it. This is not so cut and dry. And that's why we are saying it's the Home Minister and the Prime Minister which needs to answer.